Hey, Cameron here. Welcome back to the Busy Gardener channel. Today I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to take you around the orchard and show you what's in bloom. And second, I want to give you a big thank you for us passing unbelievable 1,000 subscribers. Wow! Let's get busy. I want to start off this video by saying a big thank you. You have absolutely blown my mind. We've passed 1,000 subscribers. I didn't know that this was something that would even ever happen. And it's just really a testament to hopefully the value that this channel is bringing you. We're coming out here, you're following along with this journey, and that just was really affirming. So thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, it's a lot of fun to do, and it feels good to see that we're helping people out in your journey as well. So what I want to do today is do a few quick things around the orchard. I want to run around and show you everything that's in bloom right now. Springtime, we've got an early spring, early March. It's a wonderful time for our orchard. One of the things that is the most beautiful to look out here and see are the stone fruit. And here I've got this Arctic Star Nectarine. Look how beautiful these blooms are. Looking out the window of our house and seeing this pop of pink out in the orchard means that fruit is on its way, because as you know, first it flowers, then it fruits. And so just seeing a tree loaded with this is such an exciting thing. So this here behind me is a Spice Z Nectar Plum. It's a plum nectarine hybrid. So good. This thing is seriously one of the best tasting, sweetest fruit in the whole thing. Look at it, just loaded with blooms. This entire thing, I'm having trouble even finding a single piece of wood on this whole thing that doesn't have a bloom that is already open or just about started open. You're gonna see some popping open. I'm gonna show you what to look for again, those that are kind of popcorning and those that are popped open. This branch has some great examples of a bloom that's already totally open. Beautiful, look at that thing in there. And then you've got those that are still popping open kind of at the popcorn stage, they call it. And then here are those that are just starting to expand. It's amazing how this tree just does its thing. This here, another stone fruit, is a mid-pride peach. And so this is a mid-season peach, and it's also loaded with blooms. This hasn't had the best fruiting. The fruit has kind of been lower quality, it's fallen off. I think the tree may have been a little bit sick, but everything on here looks really healthy and happy right now. Look, it's just loaded with blooms, every one of them. Oh, look at them, just popped totally open. Unbelievable. You know, when you're a kid, you see bees and you know that they sting you. Maybe you've been stung by a bee, and so you think, oh, I don't want bees, get out of here. But ever since I started doing fruit trees, anytime I see a bee, I just get so happy, because I know that when the bees come out here and other pollinators come out here and do their work, that's what makes the fruit happen out here. Otherwise, it'd be me out here with a tiny little paintbrush trying to pollinate all the fruit individually. No fun. These bees love it, and they're doing it. So I cheer them on. Go bees, go! All right, now this one is totally empty. You look at it and you think there's nothing going on here, but this is one of the showiest, most amazing ones in terms of flowers and blooms that come out. This is called a Double Delight Nectarine, and the flowers have like twice as many petals, and they're an absolutely vibrant, like magenta color. Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm gonna show you a couple that are budding. Look at the colors on this thing here. Look at the vibrant compared to the kind of pale pink, which is still beautiful over here on this peach. The ones on this nectarine are unbelievable, the colors that come out of here. Really, this is one of those that gives you fruit, but before it gives you fruit, it gives you such a beautiful shock of blooms. And this thing is loaded with buds. All of these are gonna be flowers in just a few days. All right, let's go check out. We've looked at some of the stone fruit that are blooming. Let's go look at some of the apples. Apples are normally considered to be a fall fruit, and yet there are so many different types of cultivars available anymore that for the backyard grower, you can have 3 different kinds of apples. This one I want to show you right now is the Dorset Golden Apple. You can see these beautiful blooms that are on here already. Beautiful showy blooms. This has tons of fruit, super early producer here in Southern California, very low chill hour requirement. And fruit is usually available at the end of May, beginning of June. And versus the Granny Smith and Fuji that I have over here, those are gonna be later, August, September. So this is just beautiful. I love seeing these apple blooms. All right, so this little guy here, I've got to squat down. That's literally cut at knee high. This is the ghost apple I just planted. The ghost apple was there to replace, I think it was a pettingill apple that went bad and just failed in this space. And this thing is already flowering and blooming. And so, first of all, that's a good sign because I just planted it. So that means it's alive. But another thing that it's also showing me is that this is an early, probably an early cultivar. And so this, I don't exactly know when. This is my first experience with this ghost apple. They create these white apples on there. The blooms just look like standard apple blooms. Something really important that I need to tell you about whenever you plant a tree for the first time, is for the first season, the season that you've planted it, when it first blooms, you have to take off the fruit, all of it. And the reason for that is this little tree, I want it to put roots down, and I want it to really expand and become stable and sturdy in its environment. And if it's diverting its resources to fruiting in the first year, you're gonna sacrifice some of that stability. And so it kills me to do it. But when this fruits, I'm gonna come through and have to thin out all of the fruit. I kind of cheat. Sometimes I'll leave 1 fruit or 2 fruit because I just have to try it. But generally speaking, you do want to thin all of the fruit off of a tree when you first planted it. Second year, third year and onward is fine, but let that first year, it devote its whole growing season to be able to just growing good, strong branches, roots, and structure. This is a sneak peek at some of the cherries. This is a Royal Lee, and I've got mini Royal over there. Already starting to bloom. I'm gonna come back and do more in depth when some of the cherries are bloomed. Okay, down here in this front yard test orchard where we've got some things going on, I'm gonna show you this Anna apple over here. Look at it, absolutely loaded with blooms. This thing has so much fruit, I have to come off and thin, I don't know, 60 fruit off of this tiny little tree. So that way it ends up fruiting well. It has, even right now I can see it's been pollinated. Some of the little petals have fallen off on some of the flowers, and you can tell that those are going to turn into fruit. This has been such a wonderful apple in our warm climate here in Southern California. Anna apple is the way to go if you're going to plant 1 apple tree in Southern California. Another thing that is totally starting to bloom is our royal apricot here. Look at this. All of these, it's interesting to catch it in these different states of bloom. You've got these that are totally bloomed, these that have already been pollinated, and then you've got some at the popcorn stage, some at just the swelling stage, and some of these buds that haven't even started doing anything yet. It's so nice to have a while where you can come out and see these beautiful blooms out here. Well, I want to thank you for tuning into this video today. Hopefully it's been neat for you to be able to see stuff that's blooming in my orchard. And you know, I think this blooming thing is fun. I'm going to put out another blooming video in a bit. And anyway, I want to thank you also for your subscriptions. That's a lot of fun. So whether you've got 1 tree in your orchard or 500, until next time, stay busy.